In what many consider to be an anti-cop climate, an Indianapolis author is setting the story straight about law enforcement.
Yeah, after spending the last 800 days meeting with police officers in 35 different countries, Matt Javett's new book, Police, Brotherhood in Uniform Around the World, shines a light on the bond that brings police officers together. And
now that he's back home, Matt joins us live to explain what motivated him to do this and the impact he hopes this book will make. Matt, thank you for your time, for joining us this morning. We really appreciate this. Tell us about the story behind this book that we have here. Why did you want to do this?
Well, my wife and I were blessed enough to take this amazing journey on a career gap and travel for 27 months to 35 countries, as you described. And it just happened early on in the process where in our first city, Santiago, Chile, we were at, I encountered a policewoman on her horse, and it was just an amazing photo for me to be able to capture. And shortly thereafter, I saw a policeman and his police dog, asked him as well, and he gave me the opportunity. And about a week later, on the coastline in Valparaiso, Chile, I encountered a police officer in this back alley as I was searching for coffee and asked him as well. And it was just an amazing opportunity. And from there, it just felt bigger. It felt like something I wanted to continue to do. So I came back and I told Nikki if I had the opportunity to meet other police along the way, I would also try to capture their photo, not knowing what would happen as I gathered all these photos. And then towards the end of our journey, I decided to put it into a book.
I mean, it's a beautiful book. The pictures, I mean, it's a great coffee table book because, I mean, it just has pictures of all over the world. You got around South Africa, Ecuador, Vienna, Austria. I saw one right here.
Beautiful.
It's tremendous. What did you find that all police, no matter where they are, have in common?
It's the pride of their community. It's the pride of wearing the uniform, and just the fact that they're protecting the people around them. There was one particular photo, Why I Kill Ecuador, where I was out on one of my walks, as I would do, and I encountered this gentleman. And as I asked him through translation on the phone device if I could take his photo, and once he understood what I was asking, he took a couple of minutes to straighten his uniform, fix his hat, and make sure he looked good for the picture. And it was that. It was the fact that they respect what the uniform they're wearing and the people that they're protecting every day.
Matt, what do you think about what's going on today? You see the videos of, just an example of the police officers in New York City getting water thrown on them. What do you make of what's happening this year?
Well, people ask, what did we learn on this journey to be away from America so long? And it's one of those things where you have the chance to see the beauty of the world, but then when you come home, you understand how lucky we are to be Americans. And I think that gets lost, and it's underappreciated, and it's something we take for granted. And these men and women in uniform is also something we take for granted. And we don't understand how it is in some parts of this world that we live in, that we are lucky that these people stand for what they stand for, and they protect us on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
Was there one thing that surprised you, all the places that you visited and talking to these police officers? Was there one thing that really stood out about how police officers are treated, maybe, or something else?
I think that it's one of those things. I have a photo of a friend of mine out of Milwaukee that we were high school friends, and I wanted to put him in the book to celebrate America. But it's one of those things where you pass them every day. If you're lucky enough in a city where you just pass them, you might not think about them, but they're there and they're protecting us, and it's a security that we don't always understand. And that's the same way in these other countries. They're there and they're present, but we just happen to walk by them, and we don't. I don't think we fully appreciate or give gratitude on a regular basis like we might want to.
Matt, well, thank you for showing us this book, letting us share your story. We know you're friends with our friend, Aisha Husni. She says hello. She's off today.
Yes, wonderful. Yes.
Thanks so much.
Cool book. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.